Hello everybody! In this episode of Building a Cozy Village, we're going to transform this riverbank into this nice looking waterfront so our village can start to ship and receive goods. So upgrade those hammers and let's start building. We're going to start today by building our stone pier. I already sketched it out with core wood so I could fine tune the placement. The plan is to build a wharf with 3 piers. The 2 outer ones are going to be 6 by 16 meters and the center one 8 by 12 meters to accommodate a crane for loading and unloading cargo ships. And I know using the 4 by 2 stone blocks are a bit easier and more resource efficient, but I like the looks of the smaller bricks better. Plus, I am a glutton for punishment when it comes to building. Alright, now we can remove our sketching and then take out any vegetation that we don't want. There, that looks pretty good. Now we can fill it in with the floor pieces. Okay, here we want to find center for our crane pivot, and then we want to bring the land up so that we get some support with our iron beams. Yeah, that should work just fine. We'll leave that empty for now. There, that looks like a good start to our pier. Our next project is going to be a tower for our harbormaster, as well as a warehouse and storage area. Before starting on construction, we'll need to clear out some rocks and trees, as well as level the ground so our building will be at the same level as our pier. There, I think that looks pretty good. On to the next project. Alright, our next project is going to be the hamster wheel crane, which will be the centerpiece of our dock area. We want to start by putting a ironwood post. We want to sink it into the dirt that we brought up. And for visual interest, we want to turn it 1 click to the right. Just like that. And we want to go 5 high, just like that. Now we can add our floor back. And on top of the first one, we want to snap some floor pieces so we can have a 4 by 4 meter platform so we can get up to and operate our crane. Just like that. And a couple ladders. Okay, here we're going to take a core wood pole to hide that. And we're going to do a 4 meter core wood pole there. Just like that. And here we're going to add some core wood posts around here to make it look a little beefier. I'm going to snap 8 1 meter beams around the center like that to get our snap points to make this easier. So we'll snap 1 post there, which will then give us a place where we could replace like that. And then we'll just go around the outside just like that until we're done. It doesn't look too bad. We'll go ahead and get rid of these temporary pieces. Now we'll need a scaffolding. There, like that. And I almost forgot, on this piece, oops, we want to add on the center an item stand. About there looks good. So we can add a round shield to it. Kind of get a finished look. Now we can put our posts back. Then on this side, what the crane is, we want to have go out 4 pieces. And on this side, we want to go out 2. Just like that. There, it's starting to take shape. And on this end, I'm going to take our 1x1 cage floors and snap 4 of them like this so they're centered. We're going to make a cage for some ballast. It's like that. That will fill up with 2 stone bricks. There. Okay, now we can start dressing up our crane a little bit. Here we're going to put a 45-degree core wood post on the back part and then add to it our 4-meter beam like that. And over on this side, we're going to take a 26-degree and do the same thing, just like that. They're starting to come together. Now at the top here, we're going to cover up this joint with an item stand. Just right about there. We want that little sticky outy piece to be even with those ironwood posts, beams. Then we'll add 1 shield there. We'll add 1 there. Now here we want to take add 1 ironwood post going down, and then we will cover this the same way, but we'll use iron bucklers because it'll be a smaller pulley. Just like that. And same thing on this side. That looks even. Yeah, we're looking pretty good so far. Now let's work on the hamster wheel. But first, we'll go ahead and frame in our little platform. There, that looks nice and beefy. Now we'll need a couple of temporary floor pieces. And here we want our hamster wheel to be on the same angle as our crane beam. That looks right. And the horizontal pieces are going to be 3 meters long, so we'll use this as a center. Put that there. And our cage is going to be 2 meters wide. Just like that. And here we're going to use 45-degree beams for all the angles. And I'm staggering the joints like this on each side so it makes it easier to get our snap points later. Pro tip. There. It doesn't look too bad. It's almost round. Now we'll go ahead and add our treads in, which the horizontal and vertical areas are easy because they just snap in. Now the angle ones will have to free place a couple of treads each. Just kind of eyeball center. Doesn't have to be perfect. There, that's not too bad. Now we have to add our bracing in. Just like that. There. Now we want to do the same thing for the front part. There, this is taking shape now. Now we need to fill in that center piece on the outside to give us somewhere to mount our axle to, which we'll just use a 1x1 wall. Just like that. And we will free place a 2-meter core wood beam right there. Yeah, it looks good. And on the outside we'll dress that up with another shield. So we'll put an item stand there right in the center. And there. Now it looks nice and finished. Right, and now to give our crane something to lift. I'm going to get some 45-degree ironwood pieces. And we're going to snap those onto the bottom, which I like to have them facing the correct way. Yeah, that looks good. And then we want our cage floor. Just going to snap it to one of the corners, and then we'll need our 1x1 floor to finish it off like that. Gives the appearance of being a cargo net. And now we can add some decorative things inside, like maybe some boxes and crates. So here I'll put a 1x1 wooden floor down like that, and our wooden shutters. Just give it a couple turns each time. Yeah, maybe we'll do another one over here. There, like that. Maybe here we'll give it a couple more crates, but we'll use signs this time. Put down one sign. Then an item stand with the handle facing out. We'll make this solid with using a 1 meter beam, and then we'll add another sign. Like that. Now we'll do another one. There, that looks nice. There, now it looks like they're unloading all their stuff and things. Let's get rid of this. Yeah, it looks pretty nice. Now we can do a little bit of final dressing, and then this part of the project will be done. Okay, just a couple little pieces to dress this up, like placing some 45-degree beams on the sides of our ladders. Like that. And add a couple 1 meter beams here along the bottom, just to dress this up a little bit. There, that looks a little more finished. Yeah, that looks nice. On to the next project. Now for a harbormaster's tower. I adjusted our sketch to reflect a 4x4 footprint, which we're going to make with our stone blocks. And we're going to make them 6 meters high. Okay, that looks like 6. So now we want to go ahead and add some flooring, but we want it to be overhang by 2 meters on each side. Except for here is going to be our stairway. So we can go ahead and add that down. It's a lot easier, I think, going from top down. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Now we'll add a little bit of visual interest by phasing some blocks out. Right there looks like it's about even. Then we'll carry this all the way up. And then we'll just carry this over. And we'll do all 4 sides. Just like that. And now we'll add some arches in this decoration too. Yeah. There, that helps it make it look so it's not quite so boxy. And we'll put our stairs back. Alright, now before we start on the office, we have to add a little bit of stability. So we're going to take some iron beams and place them around the outside, connecting them in the middle like that. Now we can cover those up with our dark wood beams. And we'll add 2 more to each corner. Like that. And then cover these up as well. Now we just need some temporary scaffolding. Like that. Now we can add our 1 meter overhang. Just like that, and we'll go around to each corner. Now these will use the 26-degree roof pieces, so we'll start with the corners. Like that. And now we'll fill in the centers. And we're left with a 2x2 meter square in the center, which is a little too small to do the peaked roof on, but we have a trick for getting around that. We'll take these 1 meter beams, we'll create a snap point in the center, which will use a 1 meter post, and then going back to our 26-degree corner pieces, we'll just snap right onto that little post. There, just like that. It doesn't look too bad. And we can also add a hanging brazier so we get comfort while we're building. Alright, now for the interior. I'll start with the 1 meter walls. Gonna do 1 row at the bottom and 1 row at the top of all 4 sides. And now we'll fill in all this empty space with some crystal windows. There, it looks like a proper office now. And we'll trim in those window sills with some more of the tar wood. Okay, now to finish framing in our stairway and add a little bit of trim to the outside. So first we'll just frame in our stairs. That almost looks sturdy. Now for a handrail. Okay, we'll just shift place these like that. Same way with the bottom ones. There, that almost looks sturdy enough to hold my weight. And we'll just turn these out a couple clicks, just for a little variety of texture. Yeah, it's not too bad. Let's give them some office furniture. Then we'll put a desk here in the center. Let's see. That looks like a good spot to start. Now for our temporary backer. Along with a couple item stands. Okay, here we'll put our drawer in temporarily to get our placement. Then we'll take a wall piece and place there temporarily as a backer, like that. And then we'll replace our drawers, and then the handles will poke through more prominently. Like that. Yeah, this looks a little better. More like drawer handles. Then we'll put our top on. Now we have one complete desk. Let's do a little cabinet over here. That looks like a good spot. Now for a shutter. And we'll pull our chest through. Yeah, that's gonna look nice. And we want to be even with the top of the walls, like that. There. This is a working office, so we don't want it too cluttered. This harbormaster's, he's a pretty serious guy. Let's see, give him a comfy chair. And this floor looks really ugly, so we're going to hide it with some shag carpet. Because shag carpet's the best carpet. They're not super perfect, but it's not too bad. Alright, maybe this space will put a little bookcase. So we'll start with replacing a short wall, like that. Then we'll get rid of these two. And we'll replace this shelf there. Now we'll go ahead and add our top. That looks good. Alright, that looks even on both sides. Alright, space is filled up pretty nice. Now we can do some decorating. Now to do a little decorating to make our office look a little more cozy. Here, we'll give our harbormaster a placemat. A nice mug and a pitcher. Nice bowl of jerky snacks. Every harbormaster needs a treasure chest. Now to spruce up our bookshelf a little bit. There he's got some more antiques and maybe a little bar set to entertain, sea captains and other potential customers. Down here we'll add some books. Yeah, 5 is a good number. And last but not least, his own personal treasure chest. There, that's nice. And he's got such book titles as Goonies Never Say Die, Parrots and Peg Legs, A Pirate's Handbook, Circumnavigating a Flat World, Sailing for Dummies, and Dread Pirate Roberts, A Story of True Love. Yeah, this looks like a nice office. Okay, our next project is going to be a 8 by 10 meter warehouse. So we're going to sink the first beam in just a little bit so we avoid floaties. And then our walls are going to be 4 meters tall. It's a fairly straightforward box. There, now to add our 1 meter roof overhang on each side. Here we'll start with our 26 degrees and then finish this up with our 45s. And we'll snap a cross piece in just to use as a snap point. We'll put a beam there and a beam there and then get rid of the cross. Same on the other side. There, now to get our roof on. Now for the interior. Okay, now to work on the inside of our warehouse, we'll start up on the eaves, where we'll add horizontal beams onto the outside. And on the inside here, we'll start with our 26 degree wall pieces. Snap one on each side. We're going to switch to our 45 degree wall pieces. But first we'll snap an X to the top of this one. It's like that for our snapping points. Just like that. Then we'll get rid of the X. We'll snap one there and one to there. We'll take our short wall, put one on each end, and then switching to our 1 meter walls to get a snap point there. We'll take a 1 meter post, give it 2 clicks, snap one in the middle and each end, and then finish it off like that. And now to do the same on the other side. Alright, now on to the walls. Alright, next step will be the ceiling. We'll use our 2x2 wall sections, snap them to the top of the 26 degrees as we usually do, and leaving the center empty for our hanging brazier. But since things are turning red, we're going to need to reinforce our walls a little bit. So we'll take some ironwood and just snap 2 each in each corner. And everything looks happy again. Now we'll take a 1 meter beam and create a snap point there. We'll add a 1 meter pole on top like that. Now we can add our brazier. And we'll use the darkwood beams to frame this in. There. Now we have a nice little cozy warehouse. Time for the storage. And I want to start by putting in the flooring all the way across on each side. And we can also fill our walls in. And on the ends, we just want to do 1 wall on each side, like that. And now we want to create a snap point there. So we'll just put a 1 meter beam, like that, all the way around. And we're going to want to create snap points here in the center, like so. Now we can go ahead and place some reinforced chests inside. You usually fit about 4 across like this. Then we'll replace a floor here and carry that all the way across. And add another row of chests. And we'll add 1 more row up here. And now we'll just cap this off. Okay, now we can finish this off by adding some half walls at the top. And some gate doors underneath. And then trimming this out to give it a more finished look. There, now we have plenty of storage. It's a little bit hidden and it looks nice. Here we'll just cap the top. Right here we'll put a little custom desk. That way our warehouse manager can keep track of all the comings and goings and the shipping and receiving. Just put one end there. Create us a snap point like that. Add our drawer pulls. Find our center on our side. Like that. Then we'll create another backer here on the edge of the side. That way we can push it through a little bit so that our door handles are a little more pronounced, like so. There, now our warehouse foreman has a nice desk. And over here we'll hide a portal, because a portal directly to your warehouse is always a handy thing to have. Yeah. Go ahead and finish this off like we did the other side. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Now we can add a little bit of decoration. We'll create a snap point there, so we can add a 1 meter by 1 meter wall, just like that. And do the same for all 4 corners. There. Now we'll go ahead and add our last pieces, which will be the tall diverger lanterns. Just fit it in like that. Now almost done. Now we can get rid of these. That way we can get our carts through, and we'll add a little bit of decoration here on each end. There we have a functional and cozy warehouse. Okay, the outside is looking a little bit flat, so let's add some texture to it. Let's take snap some 26-degree beams just over top of the existing ones. Yeah, that looks better. Sometimes that's all you need, is just a little bit of texture. Same on the other side. There, that's not too shabby. Now on to the landscaping. And now our landscaping phase will consist of removing all the unwanted vegetation and rocks, connecting our pathways, as well as laying down some cobblestones to complete our waterfront area. Alright, now let's go ahead and add a few of our street lights. We'll start with a stone foundation, and we'll give a temporary backer block there. Get our center snap point for our dark wood pole. Replace this so it's about halfway on that crack. Yeah, it looks better. I'll go ahead and trim that out. Add our dark wood arch. Or create a snap point. Now add our brazier. Now let's do a couple more. Alright, let's put one here. And let's put another one over here. Yeah, that looks nice. Beginning to have a proper waterfront. Now let's do some final decorating. Now we'll add some cargo items to show that this is a very busy loading and unloading zone. Start by adding some crates. We'll make these out of the shutters like we did before. There, that doesn't look too bad. Now I'll add some boxes, maybe some meads that are outgoing. First we'll take a sign. Yeah, we'll put one right there. Along with our item stands, the handle facing out. Now we'll take our horizontal item stand. And here we can comfortably fit about 8. Add another sign. Now we'll add some meads. Okay, let's do a couple more of those. And I also like to use the signs to tie these in with the other builds, as in Brenna's Brewery, which we haven't built yet, but we will in a future episode. Carts are always a good thing to have around. Yeah, this side looks busy. Let's work on the other side now. Okay, we'll do some more boxes and crates. Do a couple of our shutter boxes. Alright, let's try to make some different crates for a little bit of variety. Yeah, that looks okay. Let's add a couple signs just so we can see what they are. There, maybe these are ingots ready to be shipped out from the Hagerson Mining Company. Let's put another cart over here. Can't have too many carts, especially in an industrial area like this. Yeah, that looks alright. Now we need some ships to load and unload. Put one here. And let's drop one over here. Yeah, it's looking like a busy port village now. There's probably a few other things we could do. This spot looks kind of flat and bland, so we'll add some more boxes and crates here. Alright, we'll add another crate here. This one will sink into the ground a little bit so it's not so tall. Yeah, that'll work. And we'll add a couple item stands in here. Maybe the harbormaster has this crate open to inspect the contents. Maybe the mine's getting to shipping us some new pickaxes. Yeah. Now to have our lid open just a little bit. Yeah, that's not too bad. Now this next decoration is going to require a sacrificial character. This one is named Danger. So what we'll do is we'll take him out and swimming above the underwater rocks. Then we'll just do a little circle until we die. Now we have one danger buoy marking the underwater rocks, so our ships don't hit them. Now let's do that one more time. This rock looks dangerous. There, now our cargo ships can safely approach the harbor. Okay, now we'll decorate our desk a little bit. We'll add a little bit of color inside. That looks pretty good. Here we'll add a mug. Probably his picture. Here's a little placemat. Maybe we'll give him a little personal chest. Yeah. Looks like a cozy little workspace. Okay, here we'll place a red and white banner. And then we'll flank it with 2 of the red jute curtains. Just like that. Flip it around. And like that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. This area looks a little empty, so we'll just add a cart. A little visual interest. Yeah. Now to add the townsfolk, then this project is done. Alright, for townsfolk number 1, we'll probably have a guy here, maybe he's inspecting the contents of these boxes. So we'll do our usual, put a 2-meter post in, and putting an item stand at the top, placing an armor stand right about there. Now we can put our trophy head on there, his shirt, his pants. This guy's done. Let's do a few more. There, you can't have a hamster wheel without a hamster in it. There, maybe we have a guy working the crane. Let's put a couple more in. And there's Harbormaster Willie. He's only got one eye, but he keeps a pretty good lookout on the place. And there we have a worker who's getting ready to load up the ship. There, now we have a cute couple taking a stroll down by the waterfront. Yeah, I think this turned out pretty nice. In this episode, we built this nice looking and functional warehouse. We gave the inside a clean look by hiding the storage and added a portal for convenience. We also built an elevated office for Harbormaster Willie so he can keep an eye on the dock facilities. And we decorated the office so it feels warm and cozy inside. We built some stone piers and made them look busy by adding incoming and outgoing cargo while utilizing signs to help tie in our other builds, like an outgoing shipment from Brenna's brewery. And this spot looked a bit empty, so I added some supplies being unloaded for Leif's Loaves off camera, using the same techniques as we did for the other cargo. And we have some ingots from the Hagerson Mining Company waiting to get loaded as well. And finally we have the centerpiece of our waterfront area, our nice looking crane to help move all of the stuff and things around. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss the next episode, A Blacksmith for Our Village. See you there. Goodbye.